The 19th Amendment is extending the vote to all qualified women in federal and state elections. It was a landmark victory for the women's suffrage movement, which worked to achieve this goal for many years. The women's movement had earlier gained full voting rights for women in 4 western states in the late 19th century. This amendment was passed by Congress June 4, 1919, and was ratified August 18, 1920. Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton drafted the amendment and first introduced it in 1878. It took 41 years for Congress to submit an amendment to the states for ratification. This amendment was written because for more than a century, women had organized to demand the right to vote. And since women represented about half of the population, it was hard to come up with a reason why we shouldn't include them. The impact of this amendment on our country is all the power that women hold today. In the 20th century, women started working more and getting an education. Also, the women's role as aides in World War I really got people's attention. And today, women are in politics, like women judges and the first candidate for president in 2008, Hillary Clinton. After adopting this amendment, many legislators feared that a powerful woman would emerge in America's politics, which was always assumed to be a man's territory. People also believed that the suffrage was a plot to destroy the family, marriage, and turn women into men. People were also scared of the power of a woman's vote, like looking at the example of liquor interests. Reform-minded women would vote for prohibition. And others wanted to protect women from the corrupt world of politics. One of the famous Supreme Court cases about this amendment was Minor v. Happersett, which was a U.S. Supreme Court case in which the court held that the Constitution didn't grant women the right to vote. Virginia Minor was a leader of the women's suffrage movement in Missouri, and she attempted to register to vote on October 15, 1872, but was refused on the grounds that she was a woman. Her husband helped her bring up her court against Reese Happersett, the person who rejected her application. Minor's key argument was that citizenship entailed voting rights. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Happersett and against Minor. The 19th Amendment effectively overruled this case by prohibiting discrimination in voting rights based on sex.